Welcome to episode 2 of Talk Money with Tonya for season 2. Same girls, same clothes, different questions, just so you know.
Question, how does your parents feel about you dropping off your laundry? Because my family's like, girl, bye.
None of their business.
Okay.
My parents do not live in New York City. They do not live on the 5th floor of a walk-up. They have no idea what this New York City laundry life is like.
So real.
So
I feel like I started dropping off my clothes. I've been doing laundry since I was a kid. Me and my mom trucking it to the laundromat with the bags. Like I've been doing laundry and I'm just over it.
Over it.
I wouldn't be here if I had to spend my 2 hours in the wash.
I remember when
it's such a jungle.
Do you remember when laundry felt like a privilege though? Like
no.
You're like, oh, I get to iron clothes.
This is a really good question. From Melissa in New York. What do you do if you have defaulted on your private student loans that are in collections and past the statute of limitations?
I feel like that question has layers. Like there's levels to that question. If your student loan is in collections, then you've already defaulted on it. I would say focus on getting back on track because credit-wise, it's already with a collections company. Nothing that you do paying it is going to improve your credit score. They don't report your collections payments. They report your payments to the original creditor. Past the statute of limitations, I think people need to understand what the statute of limitations is because some people think, well, I opened the account 7 years ago, so it's exceeded the statute of limitations. No, boo-boo. It's the last activity on that account. So say you tried to make a payment before they sent it to a collection company or you called and did something or whatever it may be, that is the last date of activity and that is when the statute of limitations account begins. I will say that if your student loan is already in collections, your credit is already impacted. Focus on getting on your feet and paying other bills that are impacting your credit first, and then focus on that student loan.
So would you suggest like getting that settlement and them handling the debt that way if it's already in collection? My friend recently did it. She owed $80,000, intentionally defaulted, and then just paid $12,000 off.
Yeah,
and now
you
she's
can
a free bird.
And so student loan companies, Sally Mae might report me for this, for sharing that good news. You just have to weigh your options. You know how we talked about opportunity costs? You have to weigh your options. If you're already in a home, if you already have everything you want in your life and these student loans are kicking your tail, then a strategic default might be for you. If you don't want to buy a home, a strategic default might be for you. Do what works for you. At the end of the day, I mean, I want people to be financially free, but I want people to do what works for them.
So we have a question from Mentally Successful. I'm having trouble maintaining my savings. I have tried so many times to budget. Where am I going wrong? It only lasts for a few months and then I'm right back where I started. I am writing a book and looking to start a new business. I'm financially drained.
I have bad news. I feel like I'm bad news bunny right now because I don't have a magic wand to help people budget better. Like build your budget based on your values and your previous expenses. So before you even create a budget, look through your bank statements and see what you spend the bulk of your money on. And then create a budget based on that. Not based on what you want to do. Build a budget based on what you do. Then if you have to cut back in certain areas, do that. If there are areas that you feel like you spend more in, such as dining out and entertainment, consider taking cash out each pay period and committing to a cash budget for that particular item. And once the money is gone, the money is gone. You can't take it from anywhere else, or if you take it from anywhere else, once that money is gone, the money is gone. But there are a few things that you can try, but I would say definitely make sure your budget is based on how you spend and not how you want to spend. You'll eventually get to a place where you're more responsible with your spending because budgeting does help you become more conscious about how you're spending your money. So on this week's Talk Money with Tonya, we spoke about student loan default and we also spoke about
budgeting.
Yeah. How could I forget? Budgeting. We spoke about budgeting. If you enjoyed this Talk Money with Tonya, please make sure you subscribe. Come back to us. I'm Tonya of MyFab Finance. You can find me at MyFab Finance on Instagram, the internets.
My name is Nicole Soul, and you can find me on Instagram at Nicole Soul TV and on the gram when I'm on there. It's still a challenge for me.
It is?
Yeah.
I love the gram.
But no, Snap?
Oh, Snapchat. Yeah. Are you on Snapchat?
I'm on, but I'm just like, I'll snap when I travel, and that's kind of what happens.
That's bougie snapping.
Stop it.
Okay. Thank you. I'll see you again. We'll see you again next week.